There's an important change that's happening not just in the Commonwealth, but throughout both this nation and throughout the globe. As we continue to advance our rate of technical innovation, the impacts that it's going to have on all of our communities is going to be nothing short of amazing. Jobs exist today that didn't exist 5 years ago, and the jobs of tomorrow are going to be created until tomorrow. And so we always wrap our arms around and think very positively about what that means from an education perspective. And I'm thrilled and always honored to be able to stand and fight for our education investments in our young people and in STEM education. But we also have to understand the real importance that we need to take as legislators and regulators to be able to allow innovative solutions to come to market in our commonwealths and throughout our reach. I know full well that this moment that we're in with digital currencies, crypto, and where we are right now, even from a processing standpoint, a lot of folks pay an awful lot of attention to artificial intelligence, but if you follow blockchain and if you follow data and data ownership, this is a moment, not just for this Commonwealth, not just for this nation, but this is a moment for the globe where we have to be ready to accept and embrace those things that we don't understand. We have to be ready to accept and embrace a certain level of, to be honest with you, just uncomfortableness. I talk with my colleagues all the time, and they ask me exactly what is cryptocurrency, what is Bitcoin? I don't understand what Ethereum, and they kind of don't understand, and I get it. And in the end, my answer to them always is you don't have to understand it personally. What you need to do, and what we as legislators always need to keep in mind, is that there are plenty of people who do, and they're looking for us as well. They're looking for solutions. We're in a moment right now where digital currencies are being fought at the regulatory level because of news and experiences of scams. And there should be nothing that should be more of a red flashing light that we need appropriate regulations than the presence of scams. Because one, there are an awful lot of constituents of ours. I understand that perhaps there are more folks who own digital currencies than own electric vehicles in this nation. We would never assume that we don't need regulations of electric vehicles in the future of transportation. There are more folks who own digital currencies right now, and we need to make sure that we're protecting them. Our job as lawmakers and regulators is to protect our constituents while continuing to invest in those industries. This is that moment for Pennsylvania. So I am thrilled to be able to stand here and welcome this partnership that we have. The Emerging Technologies Caucus has been working on digital currencies, blockchain, and our regulatory processes since day one. When we launched this Emerging Technologies Caucus in the summer of 2021, we did so with this in mind, with this particular moment. So it's time for us to make sure that we're doing our work in Harrisburg to embrace the unknown for many and the science that these individuals behind me understand. It's time to embrace the experiences that thousands and thousands of our constituents are having at home, which is the future of commerce happening in a digital space. But it's also time for us in Harrisburg to call on our governing partners in Washington to act. Many of you have seen or heard in the news lawsuits, the SEC's actions as it pertains to Grayscale and trying to regulate or decide not to regulate the crypto space. It's time for them to act in Washington right now. They have in front of them FIT 21, which is bipartisan legislation that has moved out of committee that would help to establish federal regulations around what is the future of digital currencies. That needs to pass. They need to begin that process of governing, and I'm thrilled to be able to say that we have here in the House introduced House Resolution 265, which calls on them to do exactly that. Step up to the plate, pass 521, pass a farm bill that does the work of providing both security for our constituents, a roadmap for an industry, and support for these valuable partners and others throughout this Commonwealth who understand where we are going and willing to blaze that trail. They need our help. They need our support. It's time that we step into that gap. So I am thrilled to be able to do this. I'm thrilled to be able to lead the Emerging Technologies Caucus, and I'm thrilled to be able to partner with you all, Coinbase.